Hi, it's October 28th, 2020. It's Wednesday. This is a celestial weather report for all signs. I will go through some affirmations by sign a couple minutes in here, and that'll be affirmations for this full moon energy. The full moon that is at around 8 a.m. my time, which is Pacific time, Saturday morning, which is Halloween, and the moon will be full at 8 degrees Taurus. Oops, sorry about that. 8 degrees Taurus in opposition to the sun, which would be 8 degrees Scorpio. Look for planets in your chart at 8 degrees anything, because there will be some sort of ticking of energy taking place. What else is at 8 degrees? The planet Uranus. The planet Uranus is also at 8 degrees Taurus. And here we have some opportunity to work with trauma and emotions. That's across the board, but in particular, if you're a Taurus or a Scorpio, this energy is going to be really intense and available for you. Forgiveness, honesty, feeling your feelings. That's the invitation here in particular. There is tremendous intensity still. There's a lot of heavy energy in the sign of Capricorn. We can all do our part to raise the collective vibration, which is, there are some forces at play here, celestial and otherwise, in the stars and in other ways. There are some energies that are interested in you being low vibe. There are some energies, some beings that are interested in you being fearful, divided, and controlled. And that is playing out in the astrological weather as well. So one way that we can be the antidote to that is by doing better on a personal level and also taking accountability for our own wellness. I'm inviting you to do what challenges you and what makes you feel uncomfortable. I'm inviting you to show up and be the boss of your own vibration, paying attention to the frequency that you're putting out and understanding that if you're able to shift that and do better personally, you will be helping us to make the world literally a better place. The world is made up of many humans and other animals and creatures here. But in terms of the frustration that you have with leaders, with the collective, please understand that you are still empowered to take care of yourself and what you're putting out there. And the ways in which you can do the most good and change things for the more better is in the ways that are particularly challenging to you. Not the ways that you're very good at already. That's not what we're talking about here. The ways that you're really good at already, we don't necessarily need you to shift that. We, continue being that way. But the way that you can really improve the overall vibration is by improving something that challenges you, that isn't a part of your go-to skill set or wheelhouse, right? That's what this week really feels like it's about to me. So also taking accountability for your emotional well-being personally. If you are a child and you are literally dependent on other people, that's a different story. But if you are a grown-ass person watching my video, you are responsible for your emotional well-being. Okay? Your job. All right. With all that said, I'm going to read to you some affirmations. Ideally, what you will do is repeat after me, starting with Scorpio because it's your birthday and I love you, as you know. Scorpio, repeat after me. I am willing to forgive myself for the mistakes that I have made. For the mistakes that I have made. Repeat that all day. If you can get this done, this is one way that you will be raising the collective vibration by doing your personal work, forgiving yourself for an old story. It's probably going to get stirred up. Sagittarius, I am willing to put effort toward challenging old narratives. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Especially the ones that you think will always be like that, because they won't. They don't have to be, or like have been that way so much. They don't have to be. No, you are empowered. Okay. Capricorn, I am willing to use my imagination to experience brand new ways of social order. So your energy really does want there to be social order and for the governments to be meeting the needs of the people at this time. Somehow in this sort of energy, it's getting a little bit confused, and okay, this is not just for you. This is up in the collective, and probably because there's so much collective planetary energy in your sign that it's coming through this part where I'm talking to Capricorn, but for everyone. So thinking that a particular political party is a particular political party being taking the presidential office, for example, thinking that that is the solution to restoring what is good here in this country, that, that's misled. That's not really the solution to all of our problems. So keep that in mind. And because when you're plugging in, I'm thinking you're a Democrat. When you're plugging into this idea that if the Democrats win, if Joe Biden's in office, everything's going to be so much better. When you're plugging into that old story of what we have had already from the Democrats and that you just want it back, that's not serving you or the collective, because we're actually going through a transformation. So what Capricorn can do to really help us is imagine new and ideal ways of social order, of taking care of our society and our people, imagining what would really be beautiful. And we haven't seen it before. We've never had that in this country. So visualizing that, really using your imagination and letting that fly. Aquarius, I am willing to be pleasantly surprised. Part of that, kind of tapping into the willingness to be surprised by people or outcomes, is tapping you in sort of subtly or sneakily, maybe I'm being sneaky here, to seeing the best in people, or even being open to seeing the best in people, opening up that possibility. Okay, so I am willing to be pleasantly surprised, Aquarius. Pisces, I am willing to support those in their transformation through my dreams and visions. So Pisces, you come in to really assist what I was just saying to Capricorn, and we really need you right now. Thank you so much. You could also really help some of the Sagittarius unresolved trauma that's being worked through right now. Aries, I am willing to pause and think. We could probably just leave it at that. That would help, right? I am willing to pause and think things through before threatening or tantruming or taking impulsive action. So let's whittle this down a bit. I am willing to pause and think things through before taking impulsive action. And that action could be just using your words and saying something impulsive. Really thinking things through in terms of the greater good, weighing risk and also like cost versus benefit, all those sorts of things. This means slowing down and being mindful, which might be unpleasant, but that's one way that you could shift that would help us all. It would help the world. And I'm talking to myself because I'm an Aries, but I've definitely been noticing that more mindfulness is more better. Taurus, I am willing to feel my deep emotions and trauma. Really being honest and connecting with your real feelings, naming them, feeling into your trauma that hasn't been resolved yet, that's going to get stirred up with that moon transiting over Uranus that is in your sign. Whew. There's a lot of opportunity there. Take it. By processing your real feelings and connecting with some trauma that you've been ignoring, you are going to help us vibrate higher. So thank you very much. I know that's not easy work. Gemini, I am willing to help those who appear to be suffering. And some people you'll notice who appear to be suffering are just behaving badly. So you may come into a situation where someone is behaving badly, and you may even be in a judgmental space and observing that about them, maybe even talking some shit or thinking some shit, whatever. But as that goes down, for you to even make the observation tells me that you may be in a better place. And if you are in a better place, then you can help. That doesn't mean that you have to agree with someone. That doesn't mean that you save them, but you could help in a situation, I'm feeling. And you really just have a lot to bring to us right now. Solutions and flexibility, we really need Gemini, and we're so happy you're here. You are our destiny right now. We can talk about that later. Cancer, I am willing to tend to my own emotional security. In response to the heaviness that's taking place in Capricorn, it's really important for you to show up and maintain your own emotional stability and wellness, and to take accountability for that. Your family members are not responsible for your emotional well-being. This is not to excuse any abuse. I am not excusing abusers, but I am telling you that if you are a grown-ass human watching this, it's your responsibility to take care of your emotions and make sure that you get what you need, including using boundaries. You got this. Thank you so much. Leo, I am willing to invest energy in the collective good. So show up with your beautiful ideas, with your energy, your enthusiasm, your money, your time, your strength, your courage, and bring it to the collective good. We need you right now. You're doing better than many. I know that might be hard to believe because I think it probably feels really bad. It really does feel really bad right now, but you're actually doing better than many, and we need you. Thanks for showing up. Virgo, I am willing to respond in new ways. As you are showing up for this crisis, various crisis situations, you keep showing up and responding, and we need you, and we're so grateful. As we're shifting and transforming, things won't be exactly as they were historically. So keep that in mind as you respond. Pay attention to the nuance. I know you have the ability with your attention to detail and discernment to make this out. That's why I'm asking you to do it. Thank you. Libra, I am willing to give love and truth a chance again. And Libra, I say that to you because Venus just moved into your sign, and because Mercury's retrograding itself back through your sign as well, where we're getting a chance at doing it again, we're getting a chance at doing it right, and we're getting a chance at doing it real. I love you. You got this. Mercury will be retrograde until the day after the election. I might do another reading over the weekend depending on how I'm feeling. I'm not feeling particularly well with regard to my personal moon cycle. Feeling pretty hormonal, and that should be here real soon. But whatever. I may feel moved to do another video. I'm not going to make a promise. I love you. Thank you for being here. Here's, cheers to all of us.